Sri Parasakthi Vidyalaya Cbse Class 4th Subject Science.
Good morning. Welcome back to 4th Science online class. Have you remember what did you learn in the previous class? Yes, how plants survive. That is a new topic, 7th chapter. How plants survive. In this chapter, we learned the types of plant. First, terrestrial plants we discussed in the previous class. Today we are going to the remaining portion of the lesson. Okay. Next one, the aquatic plants. Aquatic plants means plants that are grow in water. Aquatic plants are the plants that grow in water. Okay, can you say an example for aquatic plant? Yes, lotus, water lily, etc. Okay, in aquatic plants, there are of three types. They are floating plants, fixed plants, and underwater plant. Floating plant, fixed plant, and underwater plant. First one, floating plants. Floating plants like duckweed and water hyacinth have light and spongy stems. They help them to float in water. Floating plants like duckweed and water hyacinth have light and spongy stems that they help them to float in water. Next, fixed plant. Some plants have roots that are fixed in the mud at the bottom of the pond. Some plants have roots that are fixed in the mud at the bottom of the pond. They are called fixed plant. Example, lotus and water lily. Next, underwater plants. Some plants are completely submerged under the water. They are called underwater plants. Example, hydrilla, pondweed, tape grass, etc. Here the adaptations are the stems are floatable, flexible and light, and there is no stomata on leaves. Here the leaves are narrow and thin. That is, the underwater plants grow under the water surface. They have thin and narrow leaves. They are without stomata. Then leaves absorbed gases dissolved in water directly through their surface. Their leaves absorb gases dissolved in water directly through their surface. Next, insectivorous plants. Some plants grow in soil that poor in minerals. Some plants grow in soil that is poor in minerals. To supplement the need of minerals, they have adaptations that help them to trap insects coming on them for nectar and eat them. Some plants grow in soil that is poor in minerals. To supplement the need of minerals, they have adaptations that help them to trap the insects coming on them for nectar and eat them. They are called insectivorous plants. For example, Venus flytrap and pitcher plant. Okay, let us see how the pitcher plant and Venus flytrap eat the insects. First one, Venus flytrap. It has the leaves that are like boxes with hinges. They have tough hair-like structures on the inside of the leaves. When an insect touches the hair, the leaves snap shut, trapping the creature inside. Then in the pitcher plant, leaves are in the form of a container or pitcher with a lid to cover the mouth of the pitcher. When an insect lands on the edge of the pitcher, that means the top, it slips and falls into it. The lid closes, trapping the insect inside. The secretions from the pitcher help to digest the trapped insect. Okay, next, non-green plants. Some non-green plants like Indian pipe and coral root, mushroom and fungus, they do not contain chlorophyll. So they cannot manufacture their food by photosynthesis. They absorb food from the plants and animals, so they are called non-green plants or saprophytic plants. The non-green plants, they do not manufacture their food by photosynthesis because there is no chlorophyll. They absorb food from other plants or animals. So they are called non-green plants or saprophytic plants. Example, Indian pipe, coral root, mushroom and fungus. Next, uses of plants. Plants are very useful to us. Every day we use things made from plants in some form or other. We all depend on plants for food. Then fruits, vegetables, oil, sugar, cereals, pulses, nuts and spices are all of plant products. Then tea, coffee and cocoa beans are also obtained from plants. And then soaps and shampoos have vegetable oils which are obtained from plants.